Okay. Hello everyone, my name's Kitty Owls Gamer and welcome to Ghost Story by Lola. I downloaded the game off itch.io. It opens with the browser and this appears, so proceed with caution I suppose. They come to us without a word. Is that word hell no? They noticed the differences after a few months. Something had changed. Not only themselves, but also the world around them was different. The wind swept briskly beneath the doors. Cracks, and time, days, weeks, months had become denser. Ooh, this is a unique way of gameplay. Sometimes the silence in the apartment was unbearable. It was like a vacuum they lived in. But also outside, among people on lively shopping streets, they found no escape. It was as if others looked right through them. They wanted to get noticed, to shout at them, but they could not make a sound. Oh boy. Okay, I'll make this little snow so I can see all of them. Both felt the same way, but they did not tell each other about it. Their feelings weren't within their reach, and they just couldn't articulate it quite right. They could only feel the strange silence. I'm just waiting for a jump scare here. Oh, okay. Some door had opened. Thoughts that do not go away. I don't mean do not go away. And cannot be thought any more. Something had changed forever. It came slowly, soft-footed. In the beginning, there were occasional thoughts which could easily be discarded, but then they settled and showed up, starting from the early morning, just after waking up, and the more one wants to banish them, the stronger they get. They always go away, just for a short time, maybe while one is reading a book or looking through the window. No. But then they suddenly come to the surface without prior warning. We are hunted. There is only one short rest. Then it goes to the next round. Lordy-loo. They heard noises under their beds. They could see them from the corner of their eyes. But if they looked directly there was nothing to see. They couldn't decide what was the better thing to do. Ignore them and try not to listen, or to approach them, speak to them. Well, I can't do anything else here. I've got to click on the ones highlighted in bold. Another moron on his motorbike. We are haunted. The rooms are haunted. Alrighty. Oh boy. Hi! From the window! Oh. I don't like how they go upside down. They began to keep watch during the night. Inside they knew that it would not help, but they had the feeling that someone had to stay awake at all the time. Maybe out of fear, maybe to merely create the appearance of control. The night stayed quiet, and after some time they nearly thought all was just their imagination. Until one night, they had to say until. Oh boy. There was a strange glow under the bed. She shouted, but no one answered. Slowly, unwillingly, she slipped to the edge of the bed and tried to look under it. Don't do that. Have you seen those movies? Or read those books? I won't lie, that scared the shit out of me. Okay, what? Okay, okay, I got nothing on it, so let's continue. I lead a double life. I saw him lying underneath with a pocket flashlight in his hand. In the night while I was sleeping, with his back turned to me, his torch blinds me. In the night, I am dazzling. Someone else. I saw this back. He talks to someone else. I pulled myself up again, and okay. Oh, I see. It's translating. Who was he talking to? Breathe. Be quiet. Ah, great. Someone's got 3 heads. Took a hot bath, so hot that it was just bearable. Dove in, 3 with her head. Wanted to forget everything and just sink into for the form. 5 time went by, and as came out the water, 6 also. Oh, I see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Felt light and burnt until gaze widened to the ceiling. What the hell is going on? Tom Riddle's diary? Seems to be farther away than normal, and I don't like those sound effects. The paint had something which was spread all over the wall. Left the tub, wrapped a fresh towel around, went through the apartment on wet feet. The water from blank hair trickled onto the wooden floor. In the door frame was a notch which blank had never seen before, as well as another hole in the wall behind the desk. Couldn't understand how they could have overloaded this from the whole time. One day they sat aside by the couch watching TV. Both had been very quiet the whole day. I'm nervous now. They watched in a silence while eating the warmed up meal from yesterday. Suddenly blank paused, stopped the movement, the fork still in the air, and said, pondering, still looking into the TV. Sometimes one forgets the others are real human beings, have their own thoughts and a whole world inside themselves. Sometimes one has to remember that so as not to forget it. Blank turned around to Blank and looked at Blank with a strange, eerie look. Blank got goosebumps. Then Blank turned back to the TV, and they both resumed eating and did not talk anymore. What the hell did I just read? On that day, and it was the last, she had a bad feeling in her stomach. Yeah. The feeling had set in her stomach and everywhere else, and she couldn't shake it off. Her contact lenses itched in her eyes and her sight was blurred. She had to blink all the time, the feeling as if she might have put them in the wrong eyes, the right one in the left and the left in the right. Well, I don't wear contact lenses. Is that a thing? I just thought they were the same. Anyway, for a short moment she had to think about where there was left and where there was right. After she remembered, she stood still for a moment and raised the dominant arm, the right one. She felt a bit stupid. She shook her head and proceeded walking in a faster pace. As long as she behaved normally, everything would be normal as well. Oh boy, I don't like this. While she continued walking, she noticed she had become lost. That was strange because she always took this route. Despite that, the street and the area was unfamiliar. She had also started to sweat and then to shiver because of the cold. And then, there's an and then. She was hit with full force. Oh boy, did she die? What the actual F? Protect me, Marie. I was certain a jump scare was going to come here. She couldn't see the faces of the people on the street anymore. They had become indistinct and blurred, identifiable grey lumps. She felt ill and dizzy. She had to hold onto a railing so as not to fall down. And why is there heavy breathing in the background? But then she flinched because she couldn't recognise the railing anymore. She knew it was there, she knew it. It was a dark green railing, but she couldn't see it. They were just parallel rods, but they didn't serve a purpose, were made by nobody, made just no sense. As she looked up, there were no houses anymore. The houses were not houses. She could glance through, trough, and could only see the pieces, the atoms, but not the house as a whole anymore. The house was just there. Amphists and figures, which had been people one time but not anymore, were walking in and out. Also, the rest of the city consisted of atoms. Sometimes she stumbled upon them or bumped against them, but she didn't know what it was or had been. And she made her way forwards, struggled through the entanglement of absurd quarks. Don't leave me, Marie. Okay. She didn't want to look at herself. She was scared that she was a purposeless being herself. An unspeakable horror crept over her. Her senses were numb, or maybe she could now see much more than before. I have no idea what's going on here. I need Marie. Because Thumper's busy. Okay. As if everything was unveiled around her, everything was vacant, even a bit absurd. For example, the street sign, or whatever it was, she couldn't even decipher. It was so ridiculous she could only stand before it and laugh hysterically. Why? She walked on and soon felt ill again because she thought about the sign, and the sign was there after all. Humans were dead, and it would mean nothing, like herself. Even she was a sign, simply there. But maybe she wasn't, and had never been, had only disguised herself amongst all the other signs. What signs? At one time everything went the wrong direction, but we didn't know whether we could have changed something. I'm just waiting for a jump scare. Maybe there had been places we shouldn't have been to, people we shouldn't have talked to, thoughts we shouldn't have thought. But it was too late, for a long time now, and the events had grown their own consciousness. I didn't want to return to their old places. The end. It was never the end. Oh. Inspired by my own existential angst. Video installation by Joan Jones, so on. Jeez. Holy hell. Okay, well, I don't know what was going on. I mean, I'm very sorry it's down to the creator's angst and anxiety by the sounds of it. But, that was messed up. Right, Marie? Yeah. Yeah, you can sit there now. Oh, I can put you back. Alright, that was bloody terrifying, and I was just waiting for a jump scare, and one day kind of came with a loud music, with that weird coding text or something. But I suppose it was kind of like Finger Bones, which was a psychological horror. And, well, if that was the case, they nailed it. Jeez, that was scary. Oh my. Oh. Lola, I believe your name is. Well done. That was. Yeah, very terrifying. Very, very terrifying, and I don't have the words. Oh, pictures by me. Besides this picture of the girl in the house, this is from an old magazine from the 90s. Oh, the 90s? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't remember the 90s being that terrifying. Well, anyway. That was good. Creepy. I can't get the word out. Something. Good ambience. And well written. Nailed it on the creepy factor. That's all I can say. Wow. Well, for that, I'm gonna go lie down and watch a couple of 100 Disney movies to calm down. I'm gonna need it. And with that, I'm gonna end it here. If you liked it, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more. See you soon.